interrupt something?
No?
I didn't ask you, Malcolm. I was asking Aaron. Stirring up trouble again, Aaron? Huh? You had your fix today? Huh? If anyone has something to say, they can say it to my face. Hey, relax. I brought you some glitter.
The gold drug has always been the key. Nomad has to keep us hooked on it.
You must be going through hell.
I'll survive. I can fight it.
But can you fight him?
Not by myself.
How many more innocents are you gonna help him slaughter? Help me, Malcolm.
Aaron talked about a place. About a place we could go to. If we ever got away from Nomad.
If Aaron was in that apartment, he must have moved everything out.
You think these might be his things?
Maybe.
Or maybe Malcolm led us on a wild goose chase.
I'm so sorry. When we promised you that we would find your son, I never imagined that it would be like this.
I wanted Aaron to be a doctor. I could imagine him working in a place like the Sanctuary. He was a smart boy. He was kind. What is there left for me? What's left for any of us?
When you broke it all down for me, the most basic recipe for TPG, no shortcuts, everything from scratch. The only local buyer is a small manufacturer just 3 miles north of the city.
Harridan Labs.
It's almost 4. Our chemist will be leaving for his rendezvous any time now.
Well, if we're right, he should lead us straight to Nomad. I've come up with a chemical test for the TPG once we find it. It's about the only thing that will turn this liquid a brilliant blue.
What about Will?
He wants one more run at Malcolm. I don't think we should take him away from it.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but we found Aaron at the location you gave us.
No.
There's not much doubt about who's responsible.
He was my best friend. If I'd only supported him, he'd probably still be alive. If we'd all just stood up to Nomad like he wanted. His blood is on my hands as sure as if I pulled the trigger myself.
But you didn't pull the trigger. You're not a murderer, Malcolm.
Aren't I? How do you know what I'm capable of?
You're right. I don't.
I've watched him kill more than once and done nothing. I helped him beat a man to within an inch of his life. And guess what? I enjoyed it. I've given over what I am, who I am, to a monster.
Your awareness, your remorse, that's what separates you from Nomad.
Nomad's just an excuse. My addiction is just an excuse. I'm the monster. I'm the monster.
Help me get him, Malcolm.
Look at me. I can't even get through a day without gold pumping through my veins.
You're kicking it. And if you can do it, so can other folding men.
I'm too weak. I'm too weak. My strength comes from the gold and from Nomad.
No, your strength comes from you. Malcolm, listen to me. Folding men are dying. Innocent people are dying. Now, you know where he is.
I can't.
Why don't you do it for Aaron? He gave his life up for you guys. We're running out of time, Malcolm.
I can only tell you where they used to be based. It's an old factory. The city shut it down. Toxic metals. All kinds of places to hide. No matter where Nomad moved, he always kept information there in loose floorboards in the walls. The locations of his safe houses, drug labs, weapons caches.
Where would I find these things?
I'll give you the address. I'll draw you diagrams. I'll describe it all to you.
You could just come with me.
That's not gonna happen.
Do it for Aaron. You're doing the right thing. Trust me.
Okay. Let's go.
Sorry. No deliveries after hours.
Hi.
Do you mind telling us what's in those containers?
Yeah, sure. Just don't shoot me. It's laxatives.
Sorry, I don't believe you.
Hands up! Get him up!
It's not TPG.
Sit down!
I'm sorry, Malcolm.
Don't be. I mean, I'm sure under normal circumstances, you're a very good judge of character.
I'd like you all to meet Dr. Zimmerman. You'll find you have a lot in common. No backbone. Carver, get me a chair.
Yes, sir. And get me my gun. Right away. How do you know what I'm capable of? Nomad never would let himself get caught unless he wanted to be.
He may be crazy, but he's also a criminal genius.
On the ground! He hit the silencer. Let's get out of here.
You're not stirring up trouble again, are you, Aaron? Have you had your fix today? If anyone has something to say, they can say it to my face. I'm the monster. I'm the monster.
You're Nomad. Carver is your pawn. They're all your pawns.
A mind like yours, Zimmerman. Too smart for the room. Overthinks everything. Easiest to, manipulate.
Can't you see what he is? He's just an addict.
He's just an addict with a messianic complex. He doesn't care about any of you.
You still don't get it. I love my people. I'm doing this for my people. No more cowering in the shadows. I'm bringing them into the light.
And what about anyone who gets in the way?
I think you know the answer to that. In a little while, I'll have my hands on enough TPG to draw recruits from all over the continent. Small army of the most powerful folding men.
Whatever you do to me, they'll know. At the sanctuary, they'll know and they'll be all over you.
If I know Dr. Magnus, and I do, at least by reputation, she's undoubtedly already fallen for my bait. It's amazing what kind of disinformation you can plant with just a little know-how. Oh, and you'll love this, Will. The TPG, my TPG, it wasn't made locally. It's coming from Austin. I wasn't worried about the police, or Mr. Jones, or anyone, for that matter, except the sanctuary. I had to make sure that none of you would interfere.
He ordered you to kill that pawn shop owner. All it took was a look.
Well, unfortunately, all these revelations, you won't be able to share them with the rest of the world.
And what about Aaron? You gonna let someone take the rep for that too?
What you talking about? Is Aaron?
He's dead!
It's a terrible shame. Jones had him killed. And then he stuffed his body in a washing machine.
I never said how he was found.
He was my friend.
Put the gun down, Carver.
Put the guns down, all of you. That looks like real fun.
He was just a kid.
He was trying to undermine me. He was trying to undermine all of us. He deserved a traitor's death.
Drop the guns. I will not ask again.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, How did you know?
I had a tracking device put on your car. Just in case. Four to 6 weeks, and most of our folding men can be returned to their homes. Hopefully drug-free.
Look, can you just say it, please? I mean, it's the elephant in the room. I let myself get conned.
We all let ourselves get conned. Some of us just had a plan B.
Yeah, well, that's the last time I played by the old rules.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We stopped the destruction of an entire culture of abnormals. And you got to the bottom of one of your agency's biggest mysteries.
You're right, what am I talking about? I'm a hero.
Actually, on a scale from 0 to hero, you're more like a 3. Almost respectable.
Just under the wire?
Thanks again, Jake.
You get what you need?
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did.
So? What, are you gonna try to reopen the Austin murders?
No. I couldn't make any more sense of it this time around than I did the first.
It's a shame, really.
Yeah, well, we can't solve them all, huh?
No, I mean you. I don't think I've ever met an agent with more raw potential.
I appreciate that.
It's too bad you still can't seem to catch a break.
Don't worry about it. Sometimes you gotta know when to fold them.